Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This feels so weird to be back and I feel like I might have to do like a chit chat get ready with me because so much has changed in my life in the last month, 2 months, and I actually just haven't had a second to sit down and film, so I'm finally back and I thought I would bring you guys a drugstore back to school makeup. So today in the UK the GCSE results came out, so that's kind of why I thought of doing a back to school makeup. It's not obviously the makeup I'm wearing today, but it's kind of the products if I was to go back to school or college. This is what I would choose to buy because they're all under £10 and they're all really great products. So yeah, if you want to see what I'd use for back to school or what I would buy from the drugstore if I was still at school, then just keep watching. Right, so I'm going to start off in the most logical order and I'm going to start off with primer. Now at school, let's be realistic, I knew nothing about makeup. I literally used to apply a bit of mascara, brows weren't a thing, a bit of lip gloss, out the door. Literally so simple. But obviously now what I would use is very different. Obviously YouTube and social media have gone crazy since I was at school and now people are really good at makeup. I look at some girls and I'm like, you're 14? I was like, I look like a troll at 14, so you go girl. This is obviously what I would use now or what I could recommend. And yeah, as I said, I think everything's under £10. I'm almost sure. The only thing that might not be is 2 products, but the rest definitely is. So the first product, which I'm not sure how much is, I will leave all the prices on the screen as I go through, but the first thing I would 100% recommend, whether you're looking for drugstore or not, is this Rimmel Insta Fix and Go 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. I have been obsessed with this over the last month. I have used nothing else. My Nivea Men's post-shave balm is out the window and this is my new baby. It's so easy. You literally just spray it all over your face. It's got a really good mist and I just then take my beauty blender and just sponge it in just to make sure everything's kind of sat on the face nicely. And that is how I use my primer. Also, I use this as a fixing spray. So if I've applied too many powders, I just apply that all over my face and it actually works as a really good fixing spray as well. I wouldn't say it works as well as the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, but I think it's around £15 cheaper, so that's not really a surprise. But this is amazing. Definitely recommend it as a primer. As a setting spray, it's really good, and for a 2-in-1, it's fantastic. So yes, highly recommend this. Next of all, you will have heard me talk about this a million times on my channel. These are the Ordinary Colours Serum Foundation, and this is in the shade 1.2. I'm kind of in between shades at the moment. I'm using 1.2 and 1.1, but this is actually the coverage foundation. If you haven't heard or seen on any of my social media or seen on YouTube, I have had so many problems with ordering the Ordinary foundations. I ordered them 4 months ago, just FYI, and today another shade arrived 4 months later. Now I personally don't think it's acceptable. I was going to do it as a giveaway, but now I've kind of just lost the point of doing it as a giveaway because I'm still waiting on 4 other shades. But if you want to try and get your hands on these, I feel like they're easy to get your hands on these days. I don't think the waiting list is that bad. Then I highly recommend these. They're about £5 each and they are incredible. So they're not drugstore, but they're drugstore priced. Alternatively, you won't be surprised, but I would recommend the L'Oreal True Match foundation. This is amazing, comes in tons of shades for all different skin tones. Love it. It's got a really good medium coverage, so yeah, I highly recommend this. But these are really good if you want, especially the serum, if you want that lighter kind of more natural coverage, is what I'm wearing today. But as I said, it is mixed with the coverage foundation. Let's go with firstly cream contour. Now I've done a recent video on this product which I will leave linked above. It is the Duo Contour Stick by Rimmel, again from the Insta range, which is the same as the primer and setting spray. Absolutely love this product. So good, very natural. So if you are wearing it to school and you're not really allowed to wear makeup, not that I'm encouraging it, then this is a really good product. But yeah, if you're looking for something low budget, you really like cream products, I can't recommend this enough. It comes with a highlighting side and a contour side, and they're both really good. This is in the shade Light, which is perfect for my skin tone, and I am quite fair at the moment. So yeah, if you're into creams, then I definitely recommend this. if you're not into cream products, then I recommend the Rimmel Natural Bronzer, and this is in the shade 22 Sun Bronze. This is still one of the best bronzers I own. It looks very, very orange on camera, but it really isn't that bad. A really good natural bronze shade, especially for fair skin, and I think it's similar to the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, around £3.99. Can't recommend it enough. Has no shimmer in, which is really hard to find in a drugstore bronzer, and it just works really, really well. Alternatively, if you're looking for a contour, then I would recommend these until the day I die, probably. These are the Freedom contour pans. I have 03, and that's a backup, and this is 04. These are £3 per pan, I think. They give a beautiful contour. Wearing it today, nothing really beats it. I have really high-end contours as well, but these are just my favourite. They're my go-to, and definitely a ride or die product for me. And as I said, you can get them from Superdrug for about £3 from Freedom, so highly, highly recommend. I feel like I'm whizzing through this, but I don't feel like I should come back after 4 weeks and give you like the world's longest video, so I'm just gonna rattle through it and give you all the good stuff. I haven't even done concealer because I'm that much of a butterfly brain today, but for concealer, you guys know it's going to be the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer, and this is in the shade 1. My absolute ride or die product. I have just bought 2 more of these today, and I've probably bought about 10 of them in the last year. They don't last that long, but they are very, very full coverage, and they've kind of got like a salmony undertone, which I find cancels out the darkness. Really, really recommend this. Don't think the shade range is great. It's good for like light to medium skin tones, but past that I don't believe it's very good. But still, if you're like me, pretty fair, then yes, can't recommend this enough. Then going backwards, we are onto blusher. Now, I was never the biggest blusher wearer, but I've suddenly fallen in love with blusher over the last few months, and you'll have seen this one featured in quite a lot of my videos, and this is the NYX Ombre Blush in 02 Strictly Chic. And it's the most gorgeous, gorgeous, as it says, ombre blush, ombre coral. I absolutely love it. I kind of stick towards the lower half of this because I don't like a really, really intense pop of colour. I just think it's so beautiful, so perfect for fair skin, and super affordable. Probably not for school when you're trying to get away with wearing makeup because it's pretty bright and it's pretty in your face, but if you're not feeling that natural, then go for this. And next, this palette is incredible. This palette is £4, and I've had so many questions on my highlight recently. People are like, what are you wearing? It looks like Becca. It's not. It's the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow palette. If you don't know, PS is the Primark beauty range, and this palette is to die for. I'm absolutely in love with it. As you can tell, I don't use these shadows at all. They're way too deep for my skin tone. If you had deeper skin tone, these two are heavenly. I've got this, what's it called? This one's Sunbeam, and I've got this on my cheeks today. I often use Siesta. I like using this on my body. At the moment, I'm a little too fair. It kind of gives off a bit too much of a pinky cast, kind of leaves a bit of a darker shadow. This one I absolutely love. For £4, this palette is incredible. I love using these two for eyeshadows as well. I just feel you cannot go wrong. This is a great body highlight, and I have got it on my shoulders and my collarbones today. So highly, highly recommend this palette. Get so many compliments on my highlight, and it's always the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow palette. So definitely recommend. Again, maybe not for school, but for an under £10 product, it's bliss. Next, the eyeshadow palette I would recommend. Again, I wouldn't wear eyeshadows to school. I'd probably wear them to college. So this is, again, just an under £10 product I'd recommend. Also, don't kill me if this isn't under £10. It's definitely around the £10 mark bracket, but this palette is incredible. This is the Makeup Revolution Neutrals versus Neutrals palette. It is the eyeshadow I'm wearing on my lids today. It's all from this palette. Now, at my work recently, I was asked if what eyeshadow I was wearing, and no one could believe that it was Makeup Revolution. I brought it in and I did a few makeup looks on the people I work with, and they were all stunned at how good this palette was, and they went out and got it for themselves. So it's an absolutely incredible palette for what it is. It's also a very good dupe for the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I absolutely love it. I'm wearing this shadow like above my crease, this one in my crease, and these two on the outer corners, and this is the shimmer that you can see on my lids. I could not recommend this palette enough. I feel like if you like your warm pinky tones, purpley tones, reddy tones, then this palette is your new best friend. I don't really want to spend the $42 or £45 on the Modern Renaissance, and for this, which I believe is around £10, I actually don't think you could get much better. The pigmentation of these shadows is incredible. It lasts all day and it is just so worth the money. You can see here, let me do a swatch. I mean, that is just like a dip in once and a one finger swatch. I mean, I'm awful at swatching, but just for one swipe, I feel like you can see how good these shadows are. The pigmentation's fantastic. The fallout is not bad at all. I'd literally give it probably a 2 out of 10 for fallout. Honestly, just if you can get your hands on this palette, I know it's in high demand. I've had it for a good few months, but you can get it off the Tam Beauty website. I'm not really sure if it's available in Superdrug because I think they just fly off the shelves. But this is my favourite drugstore palette of all time. Highly, highly recommend. And this is the Makeup Revolution Neutrals versus Neutrals palette. I love it. The next product I absolutely love is this NYX eyeliner in Pure White. It's so, so beautiful, so creamy, so easy to apply and so pigmented. Sorry, did not mean to just swear at you. Another amazing thing about it is it's cruelty free, so if you're massively into cruelty free makeup then you can use this. But I absolutely love this for putting on my waterline. Makes my eyes look bigger, I look more awake, so this is really good if you're using it for school. I just literally pop this on my waterline, pop a bit of mascara on, maybe tame my brows, and I'd be out the door. This I just love. I've been wearing it so much recently. It's so affordable and it just literally makes you look so much more awake, and I think when you're at school that's kind of important because until it's lunchtime you don't really feel awake, do we? Next off is a new product to my collection and one I have been in love with. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Ecstatic Mascara. Now I think in America it's just called Paradise and it has different packaging, but I believe they're exactly the same. But I have been loving this mascara. It's made my lashes look incredible. I did a review of this on my Instagram. I'm doing a lot more Instagram stories at the moment because I just feel they're a lot easier than doing videos. So I'll leave my Instagram handle linked on the screen now so you can go follow me on there. But this is incredible. I literally only have to use 2 coats of mascara. The wand is amazing. It gives you such good length, such good curl. I just love this mascara. Highly, highly recommend. I think at the moment it's £9 in Superdrug. I think it's on an introductory offer. But I think it's going to go over to £11. So if you want it while it's under £10, I'd go get your hands on it now. It is so, so worth it. And it really gives you those kind of false lash, dramatic lashes. Only downside is if you do 2 coats, it can get a little bit clumpy, especially if you're kind of leaving it to dry in between coats. I kind of recommend doing 1, 2 straight after each other. Can't recommend this mascara enough. No more words. There we go. Lastly, no, not lastly, second to last is brows. At school, as I said, brows weren't a thing, but I think if I went back to school and I kind of was in a rush, I'd literally just want my brows to be tamed, as I said. So for that I would use the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and this is in the shade medium brown, which suits my brows. And this just has a tiny, tiny little spoolie. It's really easy just to brush through those brows, sets them in place and gives them a bit of colour. So literally ideal if you've got sparse brows or they're just kind of beasts that need to be tamed, then I highly recommend this. And lastly, I feel like I've gone 100 miles an hour, but that's good. This is my favourite lipstick of all time. I've mentioned it a million times. I finally bought a backup today. This is the Rimmel 077 Asia. Let me give you a swatch because like you can hardly see it right now, can we? This to me, I'm wearing it on my lips now, is the perfect nude. I absolutely love it. It's got kind of that kind of darker plummy tone to it, which I think really complements my skin. As I said, if you're trying to go natural at school, then this isn't that natural, so definitely more for college or sixth form. It's so creamy, really buttery and super affordable. I think it was £4.99, but now I'm thinking it was £6.99. It was definitely between £4 and £7, which I think is really good for a lipstick. It lasts for ages on your lips. Obviously it's not kiss proof or smudge proof because it is a lipstick, but because it is that kind of nude shade, it's not really an issue if it smudges a bit or gets on your teeth. It's kind of easy to remove, not like a red lipstick or a bright lipstick. So yes, I highly recommend this. If you're on the hunt for a good nude lipstick, not that it's nude, but a good everyday lipstick, then Asia by Rimmel is my absolute go-to. And there you have it. That was a very big whirlwind video, but that is all my drugstore favourites for under £10, all the things I would buy if I was at school or wearing makeup to school. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, be sure to give it a massive thumbs up and also click my face to subscribe. I love you guys lots, and I promise I will be seeing you a lot sooner. Bye!